Well, hello viewers, Maryann here, Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. Yes, I have a strong countenance today because Trump has been indicted. Criminal defendant Trump, you can say that twice now, has been indicted on the classified documents obstruction of justice charge. As we thought here on this channel, it would be happening in June, and more specifically this week. Which means next week is going to get pretty, where we got the Five of Wands twice, which is partisan fighting, obstacles, warring, clashing. That's coming over the next couple of days, so be prepared for that. But we'll look at all of that in this reading now. Let's just go back. I am quite excited, so I need to slow down. For those that don't, for those who are new to the channel, this channel originally began when in 2016 when I was triggered, so triggered, that someone like, what was blatantly clear to me, that a criminal defendant, I can say that now, was elected to the White House. And so we began this channel to as a way of navigating what to me was unbelievable at the time. And I am still intuiting that this is just the tip of the iceberg. When I look at what the special counsel in the US, Jack Smith, has been doing, and indeed Merrick Garland from the beginning, they've been building and building and building the case against Donald Trump through this methodical step-by-step process, getting in those inner circles, getting them to flip, getting them to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Now, I believe Mark Meadows, and I've said it in previous readings, who was criminal defendant Trump's chief of staff, the last one to hold that position before he got booted out of office, before he got fired by the American people. I said at least a year ago, I'd have to go back into my readings, that Meadows was cooperating with the DOJ. I think he has been. Let's just say he has been cooperating for some time. So we're all focused on the classified documents case, and well, we should be. But having said all of that, what is burning here on the other side of my intuition is January the 6th indictments to come down. And I do believe that the two juries, yes, DC and in Florida, are probably overlapping on the documents, but certainly the DC is hearing and considering indicting Trump on January the 6th matters. And I believe that too is getting very close to an indictment. So I think June is the month. I was going to look at Trump's natal chart, his solar return. Viewers said his birthday was June the 14th. Well, I will do that, but not today. Today is a momentous day. Today is about coming on and looking at that classified documents case and seeing what he's going to do. Well, first of all, will he be found guilty? How's he feeling right now? What is he planning? Because when he can't influence, he's no longer the president, can't influence the justice pathway. The House, he's been trying, he's calling on the House. The House has limited authority to step in. They can't, because it's a lawful investigation. It's a criminal investigation. So they're treading on very thin ice. And let me just say, Jim Jordan is not the sharpest knife in the drawer in any case. And I think, truth be told, moderate Republicans want to see the back end of Trump. So, okay, so what's he going to do now? What's left for him to do? Oath boys, proud boys, oath keepers, proud boys, militia, those people who are willing to break the law for him. That's his next port of call. Dog whistling, as I said, to the FBI, police who may be Trumpian sympathisers. Up to 20 Secret Service personnel have been in his detail, have been through that Miami grand jury, or that Florida grand jury, on the documents charges. Imagine what else they had to say about January the 6th. So really and truly, it's a culmination, and I can't say that often enough, that, you know, we always said justice was coming. It took 2 years to get rid of Nixon. It's been a similar pathway here. Now, Trump hasn't been to court yet, so we don't know whether he's going to be found innocent or guilty, but he's indicted now. He's been indicted at the state level. He's now indicted federally, and you know, as far as we here on this channel, and no, this isn't a Trumpian channel, and you know, people say, well, how can you read when you're so biased on Trump? Easy. There's such a thing as righteousness. There's such a thing as justice. There's such a thing as karma. There's such a thing as higher law. And there's also that kind of lower corrupt energy that we all must speak out about. So if you're not going to speak out about corruption as it relates to the actions of criminal defendant Trump, then this channel isn't for you. So goodbye, or just stick around for my tarot scopes, whichever you like. All right, let's get started. He's been, I'm going around a bit, but I'm just excited. He's been indicted. There are, at least, we don't know a lot now at the time I'm doing this reading. More will be coming out later on today. At least 7 counts in the Trump indictment, ranging from willful retention of national defense information to conspiracy to a scheme to conceal to false statements and representation, of course, that obstruction of justice. There is a legal mind on Twitter called Tim Hogan, and it's a point that the media hasn't really picked up on. But if Trump, and I'd have to go back and look at what the statutes that he's been indicted under, but one particular statute that we think he's been indicted under talks about if he attempts to conceal or take government records, cannot hold office again. So, you know, this is the way this is going to play out is interesting, and I'm looking at media now saying that so many Republicans jumped into the presidential field this week that they must have known something. So don't underestimate the Republicans' ability to show typical cowardice, and other than Chris Christie, who's calling out Trump, to show that similar cowardice until Trump is really on the downward spiral with his base, and then it'll be boots all in, boots and all. It says a lot about the Republican characters, some, not all, that are standing for office. All right, so let's have a look. Will Trump be found guilty? Let's really tune in here. Let me give me a spray of the lavender, just to try and change the ambience a bit. Let me just tune in a little bit more clairvoyantly, get out of my logical mind and move into my clairvoyant mind. So, what can you show me? I'm just seeing that 5 of Wands energy here. There is going to be demonstrations, protests, that sort of thing, and some of them will turn violent. There will be that energy, even though we didn't see that in New York State. We probably will see that in Miami, in Florida. Okay, so, and that's fine. Jack Smith really took the venue argument off the table by indicting him in Florida. It's a smart move, but there will be that kind of violent energy there as Trump makes his appearance in court and beyond. Okay, so it's being planned now. They're planning these protests in his home in Florida. Okay, so Let's take a look. And people are going down to Florida as well. Again, this is not New York. New York, it didn't work. Florida, it's well, what can I say? You know, Florida at this time under the hands of DeSantis. All right, so what can you show me about the indictments? What can you show me about those indictments? So there's the obstruction of justice is very serious. They have a very strong case there. I'm just seeing those words. Those words are coming out. Okay. Okay, so will Trump be found? Will Trump be found guilty? So there's definitely people within Mar-a-Lago that have it's not just what we've heard. There's more cleaners and people like that have given evidence. I know there's a pool maintenance or the head of maintenance. There's so much evidence of obstruction. And I think there's also a particular phone call that he's made that somebody has witnessed or overheard that will become important as well. Or many, I'm just hearing many phone calls. But I'm just seeing someone behind the curtain almost as he's talking on the phone. Okay, so let's proceed and see how we go. I'm getting a lot of messages. Thanks everyone for messaging me. It's a good day for justice, a good day for the rule of law. So now I want to know, will Trump be found guilty? It's like a meteor hitting the ground. This is just, as I said, the tip of the iceberg. We're going to find out things about Trump that you and I knew all along. You and I, no surprises. But for others, it's just going to blow their minds, the level. I haven't seen espionage in this charge. Maybe that comes later. I think I did say that they'll move on the obstruction and the taking of the documents and maybe espionage comes down the track. The way that they are working is they're building. It's a very strategic game that Smith is playing. All right, will Trump be found guilty on any of the 7 indictments that are currently before us, or any of the indictments, federal indictments that are currently before us right now regarding the classified documents? Will Trump be found guilty? I wouldn't surprise me if his marriage breaks up over the coming 12 months. I just got that image. Okay, so we have this high level of anxiety, betrayal and treason. These are terrible cards, signifier cards. It's just loss, betrayal, high anxiety. This is a would-be despot that is going to become very, very, very desperate. Oh God, 7 of Swords. Oh, I'm going to have to, even though you might miss an orb or two, I think you're going to have to see these cards. So we have here the 9 in the signifier 9 and the 3. But we have lies and deceit and theft. Will he be found guilty? In the past, we've got loss, betrayal. I mean, you know, the energy is really heavy in this whole thing. We do have the Empress, abundance in the sky, the birth of something new. It's also my signifier card for Russia. And I think all of this comes out. Sometimes, I just want to pause here and say, sometimes when you listen really carefully to what he's saying, you get the truth in a obtuse, upside down way. And the more he says Russia, the hoax, the more, because that's how he lies. By taking the lie, bringing it to the surface and bringing it back out in a different way so that it takes away that shock. Oh my God, he lied. There's something here around Russia. There's an abundance of evidence here. And we get the pentacles coming up again. As I said, the obstruction might be now the more serious, well, not more serious, these are very serious charges. There's the skill here of also Jack Smith and his team chipping away, building that case through their expertise. I don't think they could have chosen a better person for this. Now, we have a lot of sevens here, and this is poor choices in the here and now. The kind of illusion and delusion card, the Neptunian energy that always came up. Neptunian at its worst. Well, maybe at its best, because it's only through seeing through that smoke, literally smoke screen, that we get to make the right choices. Oh, goodness gracious. It really is the atmosphere around is Trump's complete and utter downfall, but it's also the ending of a cycle. Hopes and fears. It's those around in the Two of Cups that he fears most. Trump fears betrayal the most. Okay, the outcome card is the Strength card. He's going down, guys, girls, people, viewers. He's going down. The Strength card is the outcome. You can't get, well, apart from the Sun, these are very, very strong major arcana yeses. They have such, and the World card, another yes, such a strong case. And then we have the Temperance Angel. Oh my God, the Queen of Wands at the base of the pack. Lisa Monaco too. I don't know who's overseeing special counsel, but Lisa Monaco, the Assistant Attorney General, will become, we don't know much about her, but she'll become very important later on. Look at the outcome cards. 4 major arcanas here. 4 major arcanas and the ending of a cycle. So, the ending of a cycle, but I do want to, look, yes. Yes. He's going to be found guilty because the case is so strong. It is the end, the beginning and the end of Trump. The end of Trump and the beginning of something else coming along. One thing I've learned in life is that when you do the particularly hard, really, well, back to the wall, foot on the edge of the cliff type stuff, nowhere else to go. Once you get through those cycles, things do settle down. And you've got to learn, you've got to take up all the lessons. And so it's not done yet. There's a way to go yet with all this. I'm not saying, please don't think it's going to be all over and rosy. It's not. It's the beginning of the end for him. Okay, so I guess now, just show me how he's feeling. What is he doing? So, okay, so it's emotion. He will try to whip up this emotion. And we've still got the nodes in Taurus and Scorpio. Really, really important. As it moves, we're getting closer to 0 degrees before it moves into Aries and Libra in July. So we're really seeing the wrapping up of this last 18 months. Page of Pentacles. So how's he feeling? So yeah, he's already started fundraising. He sees it as another fundraising opportunity. And I guess he thinks that he's going to spin all this out for years and years, become president and pardon himself, or do something, take over the country, or, we all know that he is unstable. So how's he feeling now? Can you show me how he's feeling now? How is he feeling now? Well, 8, loss, resignation, leaving something behind. I know. The 4 of Wands, family. So I think his family are even, well, we know Ivanka's moving away, but I do see a divorce. Loss, regret. It's like they all smell it, they all sense it. Now, she keeps turning up in the past, this Queen of Wands, and I do feel, I probably should do a reading on Lisa Monaco, but there's like a fire energy woman in the past. It could even be one of his lawyers that's somebody that's flipped. Now we have the here the, what is this? The King of Wands. Okay, now we've got Aries energy coming through here, fire energy coming through. So we've got the Queen of Wands in the past, but the King of Wands in the sky. So again, could be courts, actually. That's what it is. It could be courts trying to influence and get the right judge hearing this. So we get overseas kind of energy here, but it's also work. He is okay. So deep down, he's feeling shattered and angry and vengeful, and now looking at what can we do, who can we get, what court can we Now we get the Fool card here. Interesting in the here and now. Yeah, okay, there's the Five of Wands. Okay, so he's looking for new supporters, new ways basically of fighting this, and they'll all be underhanded. It'll be through Congress. He's looking to the lawmakers to try and stop this in the House. He's also feeling that between the MAGAs and as I said, ginning up that whipping up that energy, he feels that's his way forward. I'm going to probably see a pentacle. He fears, well, this is hopes and fears. So Biden, so he'll use it politically. We all know this. This is what these cards are saying. But then at the end we have death and destruction and endings. And the Ace of Wands. So the reality is this is really, probably he knows the end is coming, but this is emboldening him. This is exciting him as well. The Death card, the end, it's over, and now I've got a new plan. What's this new plan? And Three of Cups, celebration. The ending, and then we get the past. The very odd energy, so much anxiety, but here's the appeal and here's the Knight of Wands. This is also picking up his downfall, the downfall of the Lovers card here. For withholding information, I'm getting that Four of Pentacles. These are very, very, very odd cards. The Death card in the outcome, a new start and celebrations. Of course, that's picking up our feelings that this is the end of Trump and we get a new start, and that the courts will obviously convict him. But I asked how Trump is feeling. Maybe he knows that. He is, some say quite psychic himself. What is this Death card? Or is this him fleeing? What is this Death card? Okay, Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Reaching out for help. Okay, now we get the truth. Okay, he's going to reach out and it's going to be a rocky ride. I really do feel this isn't New York, this is Miami. And it's just, this is what's elating him now, is the possibility of whipping up that destruction energy, that political energy. So in some ways, he is at the base of things very anxious, very scared. But at the other, he is vengeful and wrathful, full of wrath and anger. Okay, so, with that Fool card, the question is, will he flee? We're certainly celebrating. Will Trump flee? That's what I want to know. Will Trump leave America? Will Trump leave the country? Will Trump leave the country? Show me clearly. I can't see him sticking around to go to jail. Is there a ship? I'm getting the bow. Is it the front of... Is that the bow or is that the stern? Bow of a ship. Okay, will Trump flee? Will Trump flee? No, I don't think so. Well, here she is again. Queen of Wands, Sagittarius energy, lots of charges. December will also be a critical month. Loans and debts, he's going to be looking for that way out. Will he flee? That's lies, deceit. I think he's just, secrets. High Priestess, he's got a secret plan. We get overseas, Three of Wands, and the abuse of power, foreign. So he's calling out, as he dog whistles to everybody, he's dog whistling also to his allies overseas. Hopes and fears, he certainly fears jail. Will he flee? No. He wants to stall things until either he or another Republican become the president, which is not going to happen. Control and the world, endings and beginnings, and contracts and commitments. No, he's going to work it at this time, work his base, his cult, and is calling in whatever he has on anyone in the past. It's this devil energy and manifesting this devil energy. So there's something around national security. He's going to rock the boat with overseas bad actors against America. This is the burn. What's that saying? That ideology that, when everything else has failed, you just burn it all down. I mean, this is where he's at now. This is what's motivating him, while underneath all of that is extreme fear and panic. But what is taking over is this I'm going to burn it all down type of mentality. So, just before I leave, I did want to... they expected. Authorities, I just want to say, calming words, authorities expected all this. They are prepared. The MAGAs are a minority, not a majority. And so, at the end of the day, he feels like he's going to sacrifice himself in a way and become a martyr. But at the end of the day, he'll only be remembered as a despot, a vindictive, vengeful despot. Okay, I do want to, as some of you know, 7 months ago, I predicted that Russia would blow the dam up. I saw them putting explosives in the wall somewhere, in a wall of the dam, and that they would do that when they felt that they had nothing else left to do if it went badly for them. In my most recent reading this week, I saw a lot of water around the Dnipro River. Forgive my pronunciation. And you've remarked on that. Thank you for doing that. I find the Western media, I'll do a podcast on this, absolutely disgusting, because they say both Ukraine and Russia have denied blowing up the dam, or have denied they didn't do it. Of course, Ukraine didn't do it. All right, so let's see. I can't believe I'm even asking this. All right, did Russia blow up the dam, the Kherson region dam? Did Russia blow that up? That dam on the Dnipro River? Did Russia blow the dam up? Yeah, of course they did. And they're happy about it. There's an offer. They do want to negotiate. Look at these. They've got a plan. They had a plan in the past, and now it's the propaganda spouted by Tucker Carlson. You can replace the T with an F there. Now we have a complete and utter downfall. We know that it was not going to stop the counter-offensive. I think they're going to be charged. This is a war crime. Again, they've already been charged in the criminal court. But look what this has done. Look what this has done, and nobody can turn a blind eye. They absolutely, it was part of their planning and strategy, and they get a gain, a small gain around crippling southern Ukraine, including in agricultural produce. It's an act of terrorism. But yes, they did. There's your Ace of Swords. Yes, they did. I can't believe. It was ordered by Putin. I cannot believe that you would even doubt that. And the tragedy is unfolding right now, and it's just terrible. It's just words can't describe. Will it impact on the counteroffensive? Of course it will, but it doesn't matter. Russia will always lose this war. You're going to see a lot unfolding over the next few months around the Russia-Ukraine thing. You're also going to see Poland, places like Poland and the Baltics, already agitating to do more. And if NATO does not stop this carnage, this ongoing carnage, they're threatening. Some reports that I've read, they're threatening if NATO doesn't do more, that they will, they could even send some kind of force into Ukraine. Now that could be in the way of helping Ukraine in the floods. It could be I think there's going to be more. I'm not going to call it boots on the ground, but more help for Ukraine on the ground, not just with weapons, but actual personnel, whether that's through the useless toothless tiger of the UN, or if it's another way. But there's going to be bodies, people helping Ukraine on the ground in the future. All right, that's it for now. It's been an exhausting roller coaster read. Thanks for tuning in. I'll come back when we've got more information. This is the highlight of my day, guys, girls, people, the viewers, the highlight of my day. All right, bye for now.